and moving and grooving a little bit. We're actually at Charles Mills Lake. It's not too far from my home. We've been there. We've shown you all this place. It is so pretty. And so I thought, well, you know what? We've had our beautiful fountain behind us, and we're going to come and sit here and do it. I have a piece of cardboard because it's a little bit muddy out here. It's time for the Flowbee, I think. But anyway, it's beautiful. I actually have the stand rock, so uh, I'm not going too far that way because it's a little bit muddy and wet further down there. So I want to stay where it's a little drier side. But it is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous area around here. I'll take you so you all can see a little bit. But you all can see that is the lake. This is Charles Mills Lake. This is a portion of it, um, of Charles Mills Lake. But you can see the water's pretty up and actually a little bit on the muddy side, but we're making it work, right? Still absolutely gorgeous. And so I thought we'd just come to the crocheters out there who crochet. Just realize you don't necessarily have to stay in your. I'm going to turn you this way so you can see this beautiful place. Just gorgeous, isn't it? And I'll turn you the other way. Oops, not trying. Here's all. Look at that. And beautiful. So that's that. We may another time go find another rock and go sit over with that. There's another place we can go and sit. But I kind of wanted to encourage everybody to some degree. If you are a crocheter and you're also dealing with chronic pain, I know it's difficult, guys. I've been having a really rough time with the sciatic nerve happening the way it has, for sure. But take a chair. Maybe invest into a portable rocking chair. I love this rocking chair. It's just wonderful. And take the rocking chair, take a rocking chair out and come out nature. Your crochet hooks are portable, your yarn is portable. And come out to some place like this and just sit. Uh, take a breather a little bit. This is part of just breathing and kind of doing it. Maybe have some music on or have a podcast on or something like that. This kind of just regenerates you a little bit. This place down here has a boat ramp. Um, so we'll go check out other places, of course, but we're going to start this over the summer, depending on the weather and how cool it is. Now, yesterday, I really wanted to be able to come out and do a longer session than I did yesterday, but boy, was it windy and freezing. And I was not appropriately dressed. Hi, Kyle. So I'm appropriately dressed today. I've got a sweater on and I got something in case my head got cold. But yesterday I was just not, and boy, was it just chilly. So anyway, I'm doing pretty good today. We're gonna go out, we're gonna take our phone, we're gonna take the crochet hooks, and we're gonna come out and we're gonna start doing a little bit of traveling with the rocking chair and traveling with my crochet hooks and taking you along for the ride because there's so many beautiful places and yet where we do down by our house is beautiful, but this is beautiful as well. And if you are a crocheter, you have your crochet hooks, uh they will travel, and the yarn will travel. Take a chair. Take a comfy chair, especially if you're dealing with chronic pain, and go find some place. Go listen to some podcasts. Take a friend with you. Take lunch with you. Take your crochet hooks and just sit outside, especially if it's having a lovely day. So anyway, we're out here. It's Charles Mills Lake. It's absolutely beautiful. I think we're going to come here, but we're going to start doing this. Have crochet hooks and we'll travel. And I may just be moving this around a little bit till we kind of find angle. I want y'all to see that. Just beautiful. Oh, there we go, right? Um, yes, it is so pretty. That way you see the lake so much more than just that little part. That beautiful, guys. I'm not moving the chair because I think I've kind of sunk into the thing. It's a little wet. but we're making it work. But anyway, so I have my crochet stuff. Now, I wanted to show you all. I did work because partly was because they had to get done because a little interview with a friend of mine tomorrow, and I have to have them done to show him so he can take pictures. But we did finish the soap caddies we're doing and adding to our collection, I should say, of soap caddies. We do have the patriotic soap caddies, which is the red, white, blue. It's red, white, blue. Yeah, it starts off red. It's red, white, blue. We have added to that the military soap caddies. So I started this yesterday, but it was freezing and I was not appropriately dressed for it. Anyway, this is the navy. So this is our navy soap caddy we're going to be adding. Now I will add these to the fourth wall store, and I will put them out there. They really aren't as far as being able to modify these. You can. So if you order a navy soap caddy, they're going to come just like this. So this is the navy, and we're going to do. If you have served in the military and you do place an order for these, we will be putting a code in the description so you could take 10% off, just as our way from one military family to the other. My dad served in the Navy as a little thank you. This is the Marines. My uncle actually served in the Marines. So this is the Marine soap caddy. My mother was sitting there and said, well, the colors for the Marines and the Navy and all that kind of stuff are really just the red and the gold. But even my mother agreed once I put them together that it really needed that white strip in the middle because having this right on top of this color it didn't look good. It just needed that break. So we have the red and then the the gold, which is the military colors, but the white just adds a nice touch. This is the Army, and of course I really felt like if I put this, now I was thinking too of kind of doing one for school bus drivers. Um, the teachers, you could really just pick any one of our soap caddies as long if you found out their favorite color, that would be the way to go. Mm, excuse me. But there is one that I can actually use for the soap for the school bus, and I would probably use this color, this gold color here, and then there is a yarn that has kind of black and golds and stuff like that in it. I will go ahead and use that for section of it, the top part, and then I would use a black string for the top of it. So I'm thinking of putting out one for the school bus drivers. But again, those ones, because of the variegated yarn, they would be all different, but they would be a little different. But this is for Army. Again, if you order any of these, they are going to be just like they are shown. There's no variation. So there's the Army because we're not using any variegated yarn. This is the one for the Air Force. This is as close to the marine blue as I could get. This is royal blue. Um, as far as Hobby Lobby goes, they have something called royalty blue, but when I actually looked, I actually put it in Chat GPT and said, give me the closest to marine blue out of these two colors, and I actually picked this one. So this one is for the Air Force. And again, and all of them, even though it doesn't show white in their main colors, it's all in their flag. They have white in every one of their flags. And then the Coast Guard really stumped me for a while because theirs are blue, white, and red. And of course, our patriotic ones are red, white, and blue. But I didn't want it to look too to that as I was trying to do that. But these are going to be for the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard will have red, blue, and sorry, trying to see something. I'm a perfectionist, guys. You know me by now, right? And then a little bit of the white, a strip of blue, strip of white, and a majority a strip of the red. Now we would not do so. First of all, the way the flag ones work, they work red, white, and blue. We would not do the flag ones. Hello, Gracie. Welcome on in. Anyway, um, these soap caddies, I would not do the American flag ones like this because I wouldn't have this much red, but this is kind of the way that the Coast Guard one works. Thin line of blue, thin line of white, and a big chunk of red. So this is going to be our Coast Guard themed. I did not do the Space Force yet because that's pretty new. I made down the road. And that one is, which one is that one? That one is black, um, black, um, black, silver, gray, white, and navy blue. So I'd have to figure out something. Probably if I did it, I would probably be something like this, where I would do navy blue on the bottom, gray in the middle, black on the top, and then I would put a white strip right in the for the tire. That's probably what I would do for the Space Force. So anyway, um, but this is our our branches of service for our soap caddies. These will be put up in there again. This is the Navy. My dad served in the Navy. The Marines. I've got Maureen in my head from my mom's childhood friend. Army, Air Force, and Coast Guard. So I'm really happy to have these in our stock and starting, and then especially that that show we're going to be doing coming up. I'm going to be for sure getting these ready to do, and I'm going to keep them in my purse or in a car, and that way if I run into somebody but serving in our country, I can give them one just as a way of saying thank you. So super excited about that. Dear, thank you. So anyway, isn't this beautiful place, guys? I'm excited about kind of taking my rocking chair and my crochet hook and coming out to places like this and sitting out. I'm excited, but again, you crocheters, you don't have to be at home. And I know we guys, I know we have painful days. We have painful days, especially if you're dealing with any kind of fibromyalgia. You have painful days, but you know what? Take a moment and say, I'm going to go sit down and just go be in nature for a while. It's a wonderful thing. So I'm going to put this here. We will be adding those to our stock. Now I'm doing an interview tomorrow. I've got my whole bin. Hopefully I don't drop it. I got my walker here. I think I can do that. Oh, well, I'm like talk about the recycling. We're sitting out here. Just gorgeous. And I'm telling you, the geese are singing to us. I mean, we can't beat it. I have my whole nice stock here. Cotton yarn. I think I got cotton yarn. And I want more of it. People say to me, well, don't you get tired of doing the same thing? No, I don't. I really don't. Because these, no matter what I do, they all come out different every time. So just have to be careful. I don't want to drop this into the mud. This is the color right here, as you can see, right? This one, where it has the black and the black and the the yellow and the gray. I would probably do something like this with this color and do that for anybody that's doing school bus. And then I would add the black as the tire. So I may even do that because I have actually a relative of mine. She's my cousin. She drives a school bus. And I think I will do one of these while I have this gold color, but I think that way I could put them up. The only thing is, if anybody ordered this for a school bus driver, their school bus drivers need some love, you know? If anybody did order, they would need to understand this is a variegated yarn, and there may be some black in it, there may be some white. It's going to be varied on exactly what color um, this would be, but The teachers, you would really probably order, if you did order a soap caddy for them, order the one color that they like, find out what color they like. But if you ordered it for the school bus person, would probably do something like this. Again, this is a variegated yarn, so you're going to have variation on it. For sure. I brought this all because I didn't know how far I would get today. You shouldn't be sleepy. I think I slept less. But I'm starting off actually with doing this because of that interview that I'm doing tomorrow. He wants me to bring all of the stuff that we do. Either. One of the things we do is we do baby booties, and we offer those. Note to self: I come out here again, I'm going to have to bring a piece of cardboard because I can't rock very much, or I'm going to sink down. Oh, I'm going to put my little thing in there. We do baby booties is one of the things we do, and I need to have a couple baby booties ready to go tomorrow so we can take pictures of those. So I've gotten pretty much all the baby booties that I'm going to get done. I've got to wrap soap caddies when I get home so I can have those in case he wants those. So I'm going to start off with these because I also want to take them to the show we're doing on the 3rd, because that's going to be really that way they'll be there for offers. So, and this is yarn I've had from different projects. Hi, Sandy. Different projects I have done over time, and I have different projects I've done over time. You have 5 hands. And I've had blankets and so forth of baby yarn, and I've had it left over. So yes, this is Charles Mills Lake. We took you all here one day. I thought this would be such a pretty place to crochet. So we're sitting out here. Mom brought me. She had to go run some errands. But you hear all the geese making all their sounds, right? But I tried to stay out yesterday, but boy, I was as cold as a popsicle yesterday. I thought it would be a nice change in scenery for us. So I'm not making soap caddies right now. I need to get these 2 baby booties done, because he's going to take pictures tomorrow. Can you hear them? They make noises before they go off on flights. Ugh, loud suckers. But they're pretty. If you all haven't ever seen Fly Away Home, go see it, because go watch it. It is a wonderful. It's based on a true story. It's such a wonderful movie. So anyway, again, I just went over, go watch a little bit of the replay for very beginning, but we did get done with our military versions of our soap caddies. I'm excited about having them in the collection of soap caddies, and we will also do. We will also. I think we're probably going to end up doing school buses eventually. Hi, Lydia. And guys, I'm not. I'll tell you one. I'll tell you why I haven't. I haven't been posting updates on where we are with the. I got to make sure. Hold on a second. There's a pontoon boat. I'd love to find somebody that has a boat that could take us around Charles Mills Lake. Anyway, I haven't been posting the watch hours, and I'll tell you why. they went up to they were 1944, now they're at 1943. I bud files, so I thought, you know what, I'm not going to discourage people, so I'm only going to post them if they're going up that day. I did find out the reason. Doesn't make any sense to my head. They told us we voluntarily left the partner program, which we did not. But there's no way for them to tell because that happens privately. There's no way for me to dispute it. And because of where our watch hours sit right now, we can't get back into the partner program. If our watch hours were where they need to be, we could go back on the program on May 21st. It would just be a 30-day. But we'll get back there. But I thought I'm not posting it because I don't want to discourage anybody. So I'll post it tomorrow. Whole thing doesn't make sense. And I even said I worked too hard to get on it. I wouldn't have left it. They said I did. You know, I am going to write back to them because I'm going to say, if that's the case, which I know I didn't do, you should make it real hard for somebody, like if they're going to do it, to be able to say, this is confirming that you want to leave the partner program. You know what I mean? You want to leave the partner program. By doing this, you're confirming. None of that. None of that did. None of that happened. There should be some kind of way of saying, if you're going to leave, that you're really fully aware. And I'm like, I didn't press anything. I didn't press anything. So there should be something, and there wasn't. So I don't know. I just have to move on. But it doesn't make any sense in my head. But I don't have time to, I have to press forward, but it doesn't make any sense. And I'm going to respond back to them and say, well, I know I didn't do it. I know you guys can't help me, be able to tell me anything. I can't appeal it. But just so you know, if that's the scenario, you better make it very difficult for people to, like, they should be, if they're opting out or hitting a button by mistake, which I know I didn't do, then you should be able to say, this is confirming that you're leaving the program by hitting nothing in which that did not occur at all. Not one bit. I don't know. The whole thing is crazy. The whole thing is absolutely just doesn't make sense. I was shocked when I got the email. I was like, what? But I wrote to them to find out. So again, if you're interested in ordering our soap caddies for the military, those people that are coming in, I'll show them one more time. I showed them before we came in. Before everybody started trickling on in. We finished these for the soap caddy, or for the military, the other day. I have to get them done so I can wash them. It's for the Navy, Marines, Army, Air Force, Coast Guard. So these will be going up on the Fourth Wall store in the next couple of days. If you order any of these and you're in the military or served, there will be a code in the description that you can put in that will give you 10% off. We are asking, please, if you have not served or we're just using, we're just taking you by your word. We're going to put the code in there, and I'm hoping people are going to use it that legitimately have served in the military or are serving in the military, to do these. So absolutely, but these will be there. I love, but these will be in there. These will be in there into the Fourth Wall store, and you won't be able to change these. These are going to be as ordered, so I'm going to do some so they're in stock again. Coast Guard. We sell them for $5 and we will put a code in there. If you are have served or are serving, you get a 10% discount on these, just on these. Air Force, Army, Marines, Navy. Okay. So these will be the soap caddies, and then I'm thinking about doing one for the people that school bus drivers. This way, but the school bus drivers will be a variation. Right, kind of that'll be they'll be made and they'll kind of be, thank you to our school bus drivers. If you all want to order one for teachers, they make great teacher gifts, but just find out the teacher's favorite color and then order a soap caddy from there. That would make an adorable basket. If you ordered one of our soap caddies as a teacher gift, that would be adorable. Just think about it. It would be so cute to have the teacher baskets. If I did that right. Something else we never made on. Hold on a second. See something. So, I mean, if you had them for teacher baskets, then that's awesome that you did. Well, I'm gonna redo this. Doesn't seem right to me. That's awesome. But if you got one of our soap caddies, just find out your teacher's favorite gift, and then you could take that. You could put that in in a little cup, and put a gift card in there for you know, Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, and just wrap it up and have the soap caddy in there. You found a bar of soap. You could just take a bar of soap and soap caddy and put it in a little thing with a little gift card attached to it. It would be an adorable gift. These people were doing speed racing. I've never sat here very long to hear motorcycles do what they were doing. But still, it's still a pretty park. And there's more parts of Charles Mills Lake. This is just one part of Charles Mills Lake. Charles Mills Lake is huge. I need to make some soap bags. I want them. Okay. Yeah, I thought, there's a lot of crocheters that say once they get done with a pattern, they'll never do it again. I can't tell you. I've lost count. I guess I should start counting a heck of a long time ago how many soap caddies. But if you want to tell me if it's over 1,000, it probably is. And I don't get tired of them because they look, I mean, except for like the patriotic ones and the military ones, they're the same. The other ones are always different. But there's a campground not too far. I don't know if we'd be able to go there, but there's people bring their campers. Hi, Cruz. You guys can put hashtag bless in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. We are at Charles Mills Lake. We are enjoying the scenery. And Have crochet hook and we'll travel. There's a car going down the way. There's a geese. It's funny to see. There's a dog in one of the cars over there. Charles smells like it's huge. Oops, I'm doing too many. Wait a minute. Too many? Looks like you're bound to. Yes, it is. It's Charles Mills Lake. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful park. And we're going to start doing a little series called Have Crochet Hook and Rocking Chair Will Travel. And I don't know if there's a place Josh says is down in the Amish country because I'd like to take some of my soap caddies down there. See if any of the shops down there would take them. But I want to go down there and just sit and see if I could find a place where maybe you'd see some horses and buggies going by. Because it is neat to listen to the whole, the like the pause, the lips, the horse's hooves on the thing. It's neat sound. There's the ranger coming, checking, making sure everybody's behaving themselves in the park, right? Hi, Don. Welcome on in. We're enjoying being out in the park, and it's just gorgeous out here. I thought I've got my crochet hook, got my yarn. We can travel. I thought about doing this last year, but problem with last year is I was dealing with some health issues, and it just was not. Yeah, I'm still dealing with some sciatica, but it was something that wouldn't have worked last year. One of the things we offer is baby booties. I thought I wanted to get this. So we're doing an interview of our products we have to the interview, and I've done several booties, and I'm like, I want to get this one done. And they don't take me that long to do. Got my military soap caddies done. You have to go home and actually some soap caddies wrapped up. And tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to give my hands a break, work on channel shout outs, and then I got to start working on the foot caddies. This week, I'm going to get some soap caddies out. Well, that's okay. Thank you very much. And usually, by the time you go live, I've about had it for the day. I need to pop in, Dawn. Sandy, maybe you could do explanation point sunrise. Pop in and say hi, but sometimes I'm just by then I'm done. Especially lately with the sciatic nerve, I'm done. I'm done cooked. And had it really, honestly. These rocks are beautiful. My mother would love these rocks. Oh, another thing too, until we get our monetization back, if you do want to channel and buy Mama a coffee, it's buy a coffee. Yeah, I will. Hi Alfonso, and it's gorgeous. You can support the channel that way. There are monthly reoccurring subscriptions if you want to be a subscription underneath there, or there's just one time thing. We do have one person that bought us a coffee, but we can't withdraw anything yet because it has to be over $10. But anyway. But you're welcome to if you want to support Mama. You don't have to. We're very appreciative of just you guys being here and watching our content and getting us back to the road of monetization. I forgot to hit the back bolts on them. I was talking and I forgot. We were at Charles Mills Lake. And if you're looking for the link for the I Buy You a Coffee, it is in our link tree. And it is in our thing too as well. Thing is, I'd like to go more places, but you have to be careful with the gas rate. It's so expensive. Guys, if you're crocheters, take your thing, go sit outside. Especially if you live, you got nice weather a lot more than we have here. We don't have nice weather, but I tried crocheting in the snow outside. It didn't go very well. Sounds like Mocha. It looked like Pity when he went by. Mocha size. So I don't know how long we keep this park open. That's why I did 5, because I'm like, I didn't know if it was still dusk. And there's also some other well, I don't know if I could go there because of the music. They have music playing. Probably couldn't go. But there is oh, Grandpa's cheese barn, but right outside they've got like music playing. We passed this on our way to church. Making sure it's nothing, right? Yeah, I tried Josh. I haven't tried him yet, but I'm going to when I get home. I made this stuff and it's lemon and honey. Lemon and honey and an onion. So we'll see if it helps. And it's supposed to be an Amish remedy. I'll let y'all know if it works. Sometimes it's just nice to sit. There's another boat. I knew somebody with a boat. And take them for us for a ride. Fix this section. Forgetting things. Steps I have to do. Brought my little pattern with me, but thank goodness it fell on board. Not in the mud. There's I've done this pattern so much over the past couple days to get ready for this interview that I've begun to the pattern. I certainly don't want to dress the needle, the darning needle in the blood. That would not be fun, right? So in my end, before I go further, I'll stay out here for another little bit. Lunch today, but I gotta go home and fix the soap caddies. Oh, yeah, get them all packed up. Running a little bit behind because I was on the phone with Amazon dealing with an issue. Got something in the mail and I ordered something, but it was very, very misrepresented. One size did not feel or fit all of what I ordered. One size fits all. Nope, Twiggy couldn't fit in those things. That the gentleman for the thing, he was very nice and very helpful. I was very grateful that he went above and beyond to resolve the issue. Hope I can reorder something else tonight. Kind of a time sensitive issue. Oh Lord. Next place I think we'll try to go to is not Charles, um, oh, Mount Geez. Get good reception there too. Everybody's out on their motorcycles today. It's a motorcycle fun day. Hey Suzanne, welcome on in my bedroom today. Well, hopefully the beautiful view behind you is something of nice. You know, I do a lot of crocheting in my bedroom too and watch stuff, and sometimes it's really good to just take a chair someplace. My husband got me, I've been wanting a portable rocking chair, and he got me this rocking chair for an anniversary present. It's like $60 from Sam's Club. It's the best anniversary present, and it's come in so handy. And I'd rock, but I'm kind of stuck in the mud a little bit. Ground's a little bit wet. And so I'm not rocking very much, but it does rock. It's just I needed to put more I have a piece of cardboard under my feet, but I needed to actually have a piece underneath that. So I may have to think about like getting like a washable mat. So if I'm ever in a situation where I've got the rocking chair, you know, So sometimes we can take our stuff, and that's one thing about, something like, if you're working on your Cricut or something like that, you can't necessarily take those projects with you, but crochet and knitting, you take all of those projects, put them in a bag, sit outside, get some fresh air, get some sun. It's not sun, there's no sun today. Be out in nature, you know? And such a beautiful thing. You guys can put hashtag blessed in the chat. You want people to connect with your channel, because this is also a time where we're connecting and growing together. This is all of our streams involve that. Where you guys can come in and do your thing and connect and grow, and in that way don't worry, I'm putting the glue thing into there and not putting, don't want anybody to get a hold of that one. Little birdies. So hopefully everybody's having a good day. Everybody's having a good day. I have to get the longest part of this whole shoe. Is getting this all put in so it doesn't come back out again. You're not raining on me, are you? I didn't call for rain. It's calling for rain tomorrow, which is one of the reasons why I did today. I didn't want it to rain. It doesn't feel like rain. It'd be a real big mess if we rained right now. But it wasn't going to call for rain. It's going to rain tomorrow, it said. So that's one of the reasons why I thought I'm going to do this. If I'm going to do this, I'm doing this today. Tomorrow we've got the interview. Yeah. Work on soap caddies tomorrow. Gotta get some alcohol back in my bag. My scissors need a good alcohol cleaning, because I use the glue. I wish I don't use much, especially if I'm doing the baby booties. I just use a little bit, but it just keeps it from deciding to come out. Let's wrap that up so I don't lose any of my stuff. Onward and upward. This pattern does not usually take me very long, but I'm usually not talking and trying to crochet at the same time. But again, this is leftover yarn I've had from other projects that I just using up the yarn to make baby booties because I can't use it for anything else. And this is really good for you crocheters to have. If you got extra yarn, have things like this on hand to do, because then you can use up your extra yarn It is a beautiful park. Oh, it's a little wet, but it is beautiful. So, it's like I'm not going to be able to use this for anything else if it's all I have left of this color. So I'm saving it for baby booties because, I can get those up on the merch store and I can put them in for the stuff for July 7th too. I don't know if I'll get to soap caddies, but I gotta get these two done and then I gotta tie the ends of each one of them into place when I get home. Not doing that here. When I can get the booties, the sewing end parts do not take that long to do. There's a lot of really pretty places in Ohio, I have to admit that. I met somebody in the grocery store yesterday. We were talking. He used to live in Florida. He said, I moved from Florida 2 years ago. He said, I have no desire to ever go back. Nope, I'm good. We're golden. I don't need to go back. Tackling. I'd been able to be out longer last night, but I didn't know it was going to be that windy. If you go back and look in the live, and that cold. And if I had been dressed like this and been able to put my hoodie up, I think I'd have been fine, but I was not prepared for that whole thing. Ooh, that was like a frozen popsicle when I came inside. And I can usually take the cold. The only thing is, it did help my whole body to not hurt for a while. That's the one thing about cold weather that does for me. If I can sit outside in it long enough, it does help. And no, I'm not going for a deep plunge. I have no desire to go for ice bath plunge. No, thank you. That's not something I would ever want. To check something before I meant it. There, I've got a short one or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's right. 1, 2, 3, 6. I'm sure that the sunsets are spectacular out here. Yarn is quite static clean right now to it. Unite what? Hi, Cruise and Fun anytime. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. Those people coming on in, our channel has recently lost our monetization. We are working very hard to get it back. So if you can spread the word about our channel, we have grown in about 60 community members, which is wonderful. Keep watching our stuff, keep making comments and interacting. Um, I found out the other day, for those people that don't know, that we voluntarily left the YouTube partner program, which we never did. They can't tell me how it happened. I didn't do anything. My mother didn't do anything. We wouldn't have done anything. There's no way to appeal it because it's a private thing. And so I have no idea. And we can't go back in because our hours are only sitting about 2,000 hours. We've got about 1943 hours. So we do have iCoffee, or buy me a coffee. Mama has that. If anybody does want to support the channel, you can do it that way for temporary right now until we get back. We will get back. We are growing stronger, and we're going to be stronger at the end of this. You know, the other thing that I said to myself the other day is I said, okay, Lord, I don't quite understand this, but you have a reason. Yes. Well, this is not my backyard. This is actually Charles Mills in Ohio. And we are starting something new. We're going to take my rocking chair, and I'd rock, which I can, but it's a little muddy here and a little bit wet, and this chair has just gotten itself really grooved into the mud. So it ain't going anywhere. I do have a piece of cardboard under my feet so my feet don't get all muddy, but it's not muddy, it's just the ground is wet. But we're gonna start taking my rocking chair, the crochet hook, and go to different places in Ohio. I mean, we could literally sit in this park and be 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 different spaces in here, 5 or 6 different locations. I'll probably go over there next, go over there. We probably could be in about 6 different spots in this one little place, and you'd look at a different view every time, you know. Um, it'd be hard to do down closer to the lake because when you start walking until the grass dries up a little bit, there's big, huge water puddles kind of all over there. Really don't want to do that, so I'm not going to. Um, but I could get close to the water on that side, which I will do. But again, that's just moving. You know, we'll do this one this time. Next time we come back, I'll sit over there. But I also had to find some place where, like, I don't know if y'all can see right now, but there's a rock right here. And so it's perfect. It puts my stand on there and I could just, have it there while I crochet. So that's one of the reasons I brought my walker, because I figured if I had to, I could put my stand on my walker and the phone stand on the walker and make it work. So, but still, we'll go over there next time. And I have Josh's walker if we had to. We could do that too and put in, put his walker up and put the stand on there too. So, have a great night, Susanna. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for stopping on in. But anyway, you guys just watching our content, supporting us. That's the way right now you can help us the best, to get that back. And again, I'm trying to post the watch hours, but I don't want to make y'all discouraged. It's just the way YouTube runs it. They're going to fluctuate. They're going to go up and down. I want to see them go up. And they were at 1942. Now they're at 1943. So I didn't want you to think what you were all doing wasn't working. You all are doing amazing. Just keep doing it. Right? So we're going to take my rocking chair. I'd like to go down to the Amish country, see if I can find a place down south where you guys can actually like hear the the what is it, the the hoofs of the the Amish buggies. Now see, there's a place over there. There's a car and a dog over there. I didn't want to sit over there, but well, well, it's over there. You see it? I don't know if you can see it there, where we can sit next time, and I can sit on the actual uh thing, or the actual easement, and we can sit over there, and I can put my stand on one of the walkers. And this way I can just be in a parking spot next to Mama or something. That way you guys can see the lake closer. But you can see those rocks. I don't know if you can see the rocks. I don't know if you can see the rocks. You see that's the rock I kind of have here. And that kind of is what I'm using for my stand right now. But we'll just change. And then we've got this one. We have the dam part of the side of Charles Mills Lake. We have Mount Gees we could go sit on. We have down in the Amish country, there's many places we could go sit there. There's like a lookout place that's out, goodness gracious, where is it? Out with, trying to remember what it is. With Der Dutchman, that would be nice too. I mean, it is stunning from that view. It is just gorgeous. It's beautiful from the vantage point, the hills there for the Amish. Oh, it's just gorgeous. So there's a lot of different places we could go, and parks we could go. And people think Iowa is gorgeous, guys. And we have a brief period of time to do it, but we're going to start doing some rockin', chatting, and traveling. And so this gives you the opportunity to come in here and do it. Also, I dropped my yarn, came out of the thing. They're going to get washed before I do them anyway. So, anyway, I need a basket. I need like a container to put my yarn in. Especially if it's a ball of yarn. So we have just those great places around Ohio. So we're gonna do have the rocker, have the crochet hook, we'll travel. I'm just gonna go and put the rocking chair out, take my crochet hook, and let you guys see parts of Ohio. I'll let you know. And it may be repetitive like Charles Mills Lake, but again, Charles Mills Lake, we could sit at probably about 7 or 8 different, between 6 to 8 different spots, and you'd see something totally different each time. Absolutely beautiful. I'd love to go down to the Amish country and find a spot where there's the Amish buggies going, because you hear the flip flop of the horses going there. We're driving home from church yesterday and there was cows on the side of the road. So if it's raining, we can't go, and if it's hot, I'll bring my fan with me. So I got the fans, but stay cool. Right now it's pretty. Yesterday it was just frigid. I'm gonna go home shortly, and the soap caddies are wrapped up to go, and then I have to another set of booties done. Try to get one more done. I'm not gonna wash them till I get done with this because I don't have more time. And then I got to do some more military soap caddies this weekend because that's what I want to send them to. And I don't want to send them ones I just made because I want to have them. But I need to get another round of those. And there's all different places by. There's another place on Ontario we could go to. It's gorgeous. Mount Gees, you could literally sit at like 3 different places in Mount Gees and get 3 different looks, 3 or 4 different looks. Count where I am. Hi, Just welcome on in. We're just thought we'd take y'all to a different location beside the fountain today. Thought we'd travel. 4, 5, 1 more row. These are going to be in the merch store too, but they're also going to go to that event we're doing. Because I wanted to have booties. I think I'm gonna have enough to do another round. I could. And I only had this much left of it. Oh, I'm gonna use it for something else, right? I don't do newborns. I do these sizes are always 3 to 6 months. Newborns, they just grow out of everything way too quickly. Gotta make sure my yarn doesn't drop in the mud. Okie dokie, we're finally done with this. I always put this because then I have to count the rows. 3, 4, 5. I've done it before and then I miss out. I do not enough rows. I'm like, nope. Now, start on this. Start on next. I took Josh to the hospital and I took my pointed scissors with me and they go, nope. And go, they gotta stay with us. Crazy. You get some round scissors. If I ever have to do that again. This is one. I just saw this. Let's give it just a little tug. Get everything. That's one shoe. One. There we go. So sweet little booties. And then I would probably put, I've got blue. I usually put like a little bow, like right in the front. It depends. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. But I have this, probably use, don't have this blue. That will work. I'd probably use, I've got gray or tan. I'd probably use a little tan right there. So I'd probably use a little tan. I think I have the cardboard down there, right? I'm gonna put this. Nope, that. Nope, nope, nope. We're gonna need a little container or something. I mean, I wash everything before anybody gets anything. Soap caddies, booties, ponchos, anything. It's all washed before it's going out. It's all washed. I'll wash everything. Blankets are all washed. Before I should get a little bag or something. We wash everything before it's out. Of course, I'm not usually at home. The mud, right? The mud and everything. I had it in the pocket for a while. It was doing fine until it wouldn't work in the pocket anymore. I'll have to get a little bag. I'll have to get a little container. We'll stay out here a little bit longer and then I'm gonna head home because I've got some things to do, but I just figure out it's got that we have the walker or the walker, the chair. Let's go ahead and change it up a little bit today. You'll see beautiful thing. Take you out in nature somewhere. And Mom was coming down this way because she had to go take recycling down, so it kind of worked out. She went and did the recycling. And we're gonna sit here and crochet for a while. We wash everything before we ship it out. If anybody needs to order anything, everything gets washed. And well, before we get up from here, when we're ready to leave from here, I'll take you around to see the different parts. The birds are singing to you guys. I gotta start practicing my food again. Oh. Maybe I needed this today. There's just stuff going on. There's something, right? I'm hearing a lot of motorcycles today. No, y'all, I've sat on a motorcycle. We were at a museum. I don't know how I was able to sit on it, but I was able to sit on it. It was one of Elvis's motorcycles. That's all you're ever going to see this girl do is sit on one. It was hard. Never mind. None. None whatsoever. I have a picture of myself on one, but I will never on his sitting on his motorcycle. I will never ride one. Don't like motorcycles. Not a big fan of them. Yeah, that makes sense, but I don't think they'd let you drive it, Alfonso. I didn't realize how busy this place was when I came to the cars. Jeez, Lord. Seemed like a quiet, and it is a quiet little place. Well, for the geese, right? when that guy does that interview tomorrow, he's going to have to put in there. He is absolutely going to have to put in there yarn is subject to availability. Six, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because otherwise, people will think, oh, I can get this yarn because the one blanket I have to show, I can't get that yarn again. So yarn is subject to availability. So similar, I just can't get that specific yarn again. Yeah, she needed a driver to run a motorcycle. And if you got a story, I got time to tell you about a motorcycle. You ride a motorcycle, I'm going to get after you. And I'll tell it to you too. We had a friend of ours who was a mechanic. And he wasn't feeling good. He was, felt a little off that day. He's a mechanic. Drove the motorcycle home. He lived about an hour away from home. He had 8 kids. Just to say, he never made it out of the hospital. It was such a sad story. He's a nice guy. He was Greek too. But and he was only wearing a helmet that covered a certain point. He wasn't wearing a full helmet. So he may have made it if he was wearing a full helmet, but he wasn't wearing a full helmet. I think he had worked on his bike or something happened. Something weird happened. It's a very sad story. He was a nice guy. So now that I know that I could be in this park, I didn't know if this park closed at like 7, and trying to find out exactly when this place closed, I was having trouble finding it. So I thought I'll do 5 o'clock until I see. There's no signs to say, okay, it's open till dusk. So like when you go on Mount Jesus, it says open till dusk. I'd love to know somebody that had a pontoon boat. I could go ask them if we could go take a ride. I'm just giving us a ride. See, I'm a pontoon boat kind of girl. So that's my speed. I'm not a racer. Love to go find somebody. You can rent. I don't know if you can rent pontoon boats here. Awesome if you could, but I don't think you can. Love to find out somebody that did. It's about the 5th or 6th one I've seen. I haven't seen a lot of. I don't think this lake is built for them, but I'd love to know somebody that did. Get my thing here so I can put in the ends. stay here to hopefully I can finish this booty before we take you a walk around. For a minute, but we sell our booties for about $10. They're not in the merch store yet. And I think what I'm going to do is just put one up. I'll take a picture of some booties and then just say, message us for available colors. They're trying to put up, I did that one time for the crochet cakes and it was a mess. I think if I just take a picture of one and just say, please message us, because I can take a picture of the white. Then just say, message us if you would like, if you would like any other color, or, less, if you're wishing to see if what other colors we have available, please email us, da, 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 da. And that way they can order them in the white. And then that way, because unless you email me, that's what color you're going to get. So maybe if I found a way to word it, say, unless email us to find out what other colors we have available in the booties if you want other than this white. Otherwise, you'll receive white. We do have other colors available, solid and multicolor ones. So we have green, we have pink, we have purple, we have this, we have blue, we have tan, we have gray. I will say, now these were adorable, and you know who did their announcements. I made white booties, and I gave them to her to to uh, to be able to put in pictures to announce the baby. So these would be great for you if you were if somebody was going to make like an announcement that they were having a baby. These would be adorable to send to them, and white, and like lady that I'm going to be sending some soap caddies to. Her name is Haley Ray. She's just a bundle of joy. And they're trying to have a child, and she has dwarfism, so she's going to have a struggle. But I wanted to send her a pair and some soap caddies. Plus, it's just exposure too. But I want to thank her, because sometimes we need people like that in our social media worlds, that they're just, you know, she she's not she's sometimes she's dealing with stuff. I tie it too tight because I gotta do something before I do that. Sometimes she's dealing with stuff and she lets her audience know, but she's just real. And sometimes we need people like that who are just, they're real, they're authentic. Some days they're struggling, some days they're just bubbly. But I mean, anytime I see her, I just can't help but smile. Even if she's just struggling with something. Because I just think to myself, well, she can go through all she has to do just to have a cup of coffee. You know what I mean? That I can do something. I can do what I need to do to make sure that I can get things done. So I need people like that are maybe going through a struggle or a handicap, but they're still trying. So, and she's nothing but a thing. Her husband is, regular size, and he loves her, and he just lifts her up. And it's awesome to see that, and I love it. Love seeing that. Because we need more people like him in this world. I can tell our young people it's not about the outside. It's about the inside of somebody. We need more and more people like that in our world that can show our young people, hey, the girls that look great on your arms, they're wonderful, but they're not going to last. You got to look at their heart, see where their heart is. There was one thing, and I don't know, I don't know if it was clickbait or not. This guy had bought his fiance a house, and she wanted a car, and he bought her a house. She was like, oh, I don't, she was all upset. I want my car. I don't remember. It was some kind of fancy car, and I'm sitting there going, you know, you got it, and it's a lovely. I'm not living. I'm like, you got a house. You know what some people would do to have a house? And I'm thinking to myself, walk away from her as quickly as you can. She may be nice looking, but boy, inside it's not so pretty. And you don't know how much of it was done just for, click and bait and stuff like that. But I'm like, walk away from her as quickly as you possibly can. But to each his own. I'm not judging. That's not my department. That's God's department. I stay out of God's department because I fail miserably at it. I'm just trying to get through today. As soon as we finish this, I'll take you around, let you see this so you can see what I'm talking about, the different areas. But if I don't finish this one, when I go home, I've got to finish one more booty if I can. All the soap caddies I have packaged up. Somebody else coming in. Oh, they got a pontoon boat. I wonder if they're putting in the water. Can I come on there with you? I gotta find somebody with pontoon, guys. If they're going in the water now, or if they're no, they're just making a U-turn. Let me see them right. Hold on a second, guys. That's my problem. No. It's not coming out right. No, they were just making a Yui. Which in the state of Ohio, you can't make Uis. If you saw that pontoon, I figured why they didn't. No, they are. They're putting it in the water. Never mind, I was wrong. wonder what Mocha would think of a pontoon boat. Don't know what she would do on them. Has me wondering now. Yeah, masseuse. I need to go to the pool. Dip myself in the jacuzzi for a little bit. Josh isn't. Jacuzzi. I slept last night, believe it or not. I might get through there. Hmm. I didn't know, at least it dropped on the wood and not the wood, the cardboard. $52. What's that? I don't have to get my clip out because then I don't have to try to find a single row. Put this here, then single row, then I can notice it. It's like it's half, half double crochets, and then I've got to find it. And sometimes it's not always easy. Let me get it out of my mouth, right? Do this, and then we'll go take a walk around the park. Not that very big of a park, but you guys can see. That's fine. No, I don't expect it here for the length of time we're here, but I hope everybody will come in, and the goal is to get everybody connected with each other. That's what the goal is. second row. After I do that one row, it's a couple rows up. Cut. There they go into the water. Either that's a church bells. It could be the church bells. There is a church not far. Arrows are leaving. So much easier if I take that and put that little stitch marker there than you try me finding. I could find it, but then it's just, I can go quicker when I do that. If I can do one more before my head hits the pillow tonight, that would be good. He's going to take pictures of everything. But I think that's what I'm going to do. It's just put it up on the thing, take one picture. I'll just say, if anybody wants any other colors beside white, please email us for additional colors. And this is what we would have, like pink and gray and green and purple and different colors, yellow. Let's put the different colors, the solid colors. And I said we do have multicolors, but those are subject to, multicolors available. Of course, all yarn is subject to availability. That's what I'm going to do. Because when it comes to fourth wall, you can put up stuff, but it's like, I don't want to put up each booty by itself. It's too much work. And I'm telling you, fourth wall needs to come up with another way when you do handmade stuff, ship your own stuff. You wouldn't tell me about what I had to go through. Because the lady ordered for the soap caddies. I had to go through to make sure fourth wall knew that they were shipped. Last night, got it to work, but it was not easy. Actually, I think I'm just going to use this as the tire for it. One more row. Hi, Moody. Welcome on in. No, it's not hot outside. It's probably about in the 55, 60 range. It's not hot, but after yesterday, I wasn't going to take a chance. I went outside. I was absolutely freezing yesterday because but it's not windy like it was yesterday. Yesterday was very windy. I went outside near where we live and I had to go inside probably within about 45 minutes. But I wasn't dressed right. I had a short sleeve shirt on. It's hot there in Arizona. I had a short sleeve shirt on and if I'd been wearing this yesterday, I'd have been fine. Long pants, I'd have been fine. I didn't stay much yesterday because I was like a frozen popsicle by the time I got in. So I'm almost done with these booties, and then I'll take you so you can see them. We are going to be putting these. Well, we're going to put white ones on. 104. Wow. We're going to put these up on the merch store, but we're going to put one color up, and then if you want anything other than white, you can email us and we'll work something out. We'll let you know what else. But the guy is interviewing us tomorrow, and I wanted to have a couple these so he can take some pictures of our work we do. This is something we offer. And we're doing a show in our area on the 3rd of July. I wanted to have some booties. I have this leftover baby yarn that it's not enough to do another blanket. Figured I might as well do it enough to brought my soap caddies, but I knew that these were the first thing I had to work on. And tomorrow I want to work on channel shout outs, get those caught up, and then start working on getting that Advent series finished up. Just a minute, we're going to go around and show you where the rest of the part. See what I'm talking about, and we'll get out of here because I do have some things I need to do. I could sit here and crochet for hours. I'm really enjoying this. I'm glad I did. Did you put? Yeah, it's like we're in probably Ashland, near Ashland, Ohio. So that's probably if you're trying to look up where we are at. It's probably where we're at. So this yarn was probably about the size of, let me see. This yarn, and this is the great thing, guys. This yarn was probably about the size of this. This is how much I now have left. It was probably about the size of this. So if you guys are crocheters and you're doing baby blankets and stuff, find a very easy baby booty pattern and use up your yarn to make baby booties. The hospital where I'm going to have where I'm going to become a grandma at, or he's going to be where the little one's going to probably be at. I will probably be trying to make some booties and take there when we go, when it happens, and seeing if I can drop them off because they'll put them in some of the rooms in the children's hospital there. So that's a real great thing to do. There's also another place I want to drop off some at just to be able to say thank you to them because they were helpful the very first part of when I found out I was going to be a grandma. And I just think that we've forgotten just the simple things as booties. But, one day, I've made ones from I'm going to be a grandma too. And so, all right. And they're going to wear them and then we'll put them away and maybe one time their children will wear them. And it's a generational thing. So these are what these turn into. The variegated yarn, it won't look the same because it's variegated. That makes those the fun part, right? So show you. Think about that. Let's go look like in a minute. This is, and really, there's no right and left of these booties. They're both the same. Aren't those adorable? I mean, these are variegated, so and these would be more for a boy, but these would be, and then what I'll do is use that little bit of yarn left and make a little bow on the front. Isn't that cute? So, I mean, they've got like, for this one, even though they're not the same color, this thing around the bottom matches this bottom part, you know? So they're adorable. And it's something like my daughter who never wears shoes that were socks that were ever looking the same. So these are our baby booties. And like this top matches the bottom here. So aren't those adorable? I had to do a pair of those for him to take a picture of because they're so cute. I can get this yarn again. But I've got several booties. And I did a camo pair, which is just adorable. I had to have him take a picture of that. So got one more pair. I want to do it in this blue color. And for those that just came in, if you hadn't seen yet, we did our military. Hi, Lou. We did our military soap caddies. So we have our patriotic soap caddies, which are red, white, and blue. So if you have somebody in the military or so forth, yeah, the booties are cute. And we will, like I said, we're going to put these up. We sell them for $10 plus shipping. So we're going to put them up on our fourth wall store. If you all want them, and you can go to our link tree to find out. It's in our description. If you want them and you want them in a variegated yarn, or we're just going to put up white, and then we're going to put the other colors that we could get. And then if you wanted a specific other color than that, you could put, you could email us and say, listen, I want that in green, I want it in pink, I want it in this color, I want it in variegated, and we can let you know what we had available. But again, we're doing an event in our local area on the 3rd, and I wanted to have some booties to put out on the table as well. And we're doing an interview with a gentleman that wants to take some pictures of some of the stuff we do. This really, guys, came out of an inspiration I had because I wanted to honor my dad. My dad served in the military for 28 years, 10 months, 6 days. Who's counting? And I thought, we're doing our patriotic soap caddies. I thought, all the branches of the military. I'm also going to do a soap caddy for a school bus teacher or a school bus thing. Try to see if I can get that done tonight. If I had to package that one without doing it. When it comes to teachers, we sell them for $5 plus shipping on our fourth wall store. If teachers just find out what color they like, and we can make a soap caddy for them, like blue or pink or purple or whatever it is. And you could do that. You could even put this in there, and then put that in there with bar soap and wrap that up with a $5 gift card, and to whatever it is. But anyway, this is our Navy inspired soap caddy. So if you have somebody that is in the Navy, this is our Navy inspired soap caddy. This is our Marines soap caddy. It's inspired. This is our black soap caddy, or not a black soap caddy, our Army inspired soap caddy. This is our Air Force inspired soap caddy. And this is our Coast Guard inspired soap caddy. We have something that is very similar to this. We do a much thicker band of black, or sorry, much thicker band of blue, and a red, I'm sorry, on the bottom. Then we do white, then we do blue. And that is our patriotic soap caddy, and we tie it with a white tire. So these are going on to the fourth wall store. We're also going to have probably school bus soap caddies. There'll probably be more in the line if you have a wonderful school bus person that drives your school bus. and you would like to give them something to think about, we have this yarn, and it's called Domino Effect. It's the one for Hobby Lobby. It's this. You can see it's got the black and the yellow through it, and then we would pair it with the gold. I think that would look the best. Or we have yellow, but I mean, the yellow, the buttercup is really light. I think this would go better, the yellow. And then we would put the black tire with it. So I think that this would be a nice combination for a school bus. The thing is if you ordered this, people would have to realize if you ordered like 2 or 3 of them, or 1 or 2 for a school bus, you'd have to understand that this is variegated. It's going to come out different. If you got 2 or 3 of them, they'd look different for each one because it's variegated. It's not going to look the same. So anyway, I think this is the yellow I have. You all give me your opinion. Trying to make sure I don't spill yarn. I don't think that this would. You all let me know which one. That one or the gold. This is the buttercup. The other one's a curry, and it just wouldn't look right. That way, 1 or 2. Oops. Let me know which one you think for a school bus driver. 1 or 2 or 1. I think this is too light. This to me looks more like a school bus, in my opinion. This is gold. And to me, they're having to deal with the kids on the bus. They're doing gold. So let me know. The lighter or the darker? I'm going for the lighter or the darker one. That's my opinion. And I'll make school bus ones. Teachers, just find out what color if you wanted to, and then we can make it. You can, that way they get their own personal color. There's that one's like, just find out. But anyway, if you order these, just let me know which one, the lighter yellow or the darker. I'm thinking the gold goes better. Let me make sure I don't drop anything. One or 2. If I was doing more for a school bus driver, 1 or 2, 1 or 2. Yeah, this one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think this is too light. And the other color is it's curry color. It's just this to me looks more like a school bus. So I can make a school bus caddy for school bus drivers. I don't want to drop them. I'm trying not to drop them. It's a little muddy here. Okay, if anybody orders any of these for any of the branches of service, along with our patriotic soap caddies, these are not changing. They're going to be put up on the fourth wall store. It's like somebody bought 3 soap caddies the other day. She said, I want a green, a purple, and an orange. I was able to message her and give her a couple options of which kind of green she wanted for the bottom part. We don't let you choose the top part, but we let you choose the bottom part. In her case, on the green one, she was actually able to choose the top because I had several greens done already that she could choose from. But these are not going to change because the colors don't change for the military. So if you order these, they're going to come as is. Again, this is Air Force, Army, Marines, Navy, and Coast Guard. I will say that this to the eye looks bigger. It's optical illusion than this. They're the same exact size. It's just because you have more surface space shown from here to here. And I agree a little bit darker for definitely a school bus. Bus from here to here is more. It looks bigger, but they're exactly the same size. And even when I do these, they're unique, each one of them anyway. Originally, I was going to do, my mom said, just put the 2 colors together, the white, the navy, and the gold. But she saw, once she goes, Mary, you were right. That little white just broke it up. I'm like, it would look fine, except I was kind of afraid that if I put this on top of here, it was going to look like a school bus instead of trying to make it a little different. So it kind of looks like it has the military. And all of the branches of service have the white in the middle. Now, if you order these in the spot, when I put them up on the fourth wall store, if you order them, I'm going to put a code in here for you all to, if you are served in the military, or if you are serving in the military, there will be a 10% code you can use for the military soap caddies. The only thing I ask is that if you're not using them, or if you're not that you're not using them, but if you're beeping, if you're, it's going to be kind of your word. It's like, I'm hoping you'll be truthful. If you haven't served in the military, um, use that code. That's between you and whatever. I'm going to put the code in there and just hope that that's exactly what people are going to do. Be honest and upfront about the fact that the code is there for you all to be able to use, and hopefully people will be honest and upfront about it. So that's what I'm hoping, that they will do so. So I'm going to take you around this park for a minute. It's kind of like I've got to just put the code up and say, here, if you're someone is serving or have served, and we want to honor you, especially if you're ordering a military soap. The chair is squeaking because it's stuck in the mud. So I'm going to take you all around so you can see this park. I do have my little thing I can do, which will give me a little bit more stability. My thing is in the car, but it would be too shaky. So let me take you around. I'll take you around so you can see this park a little bit better. Oh, and I can stand up and walk a little bit. I do have my walker with me. I did bring it. All right, give me a minute so I can put my thing on and then get home and get some things done. Get done. Okay. Come back for my stuff so you can see my little setup here. See, I've been sitting on this nice little rock, but you can see, so y'all can see, I couldn't go too far because I was going to hit the puddles of water, so I had to be kind of careful. See, it's there, so I had to be kind of careful, as far as which way to go. Make sure I wasn't going to get muddy because the ground is a little wet. But there you go, isn't that beautiful? But excuse me, I'll take you around just a little bit so you can see. We were sitting here today. Um, there's a robin. As you can see, reason why I couldn't rock too much, as you all see, I've made mud prints with the rocker. So anyway, so you can see, um, they've got the picnic tables. Thought about putting the thing there. That one was kind of slanted a little bit, and it worked perfect on the rock. Yesterday, I think would have been way too windy, but we could sit here, put the thing, stand on the rock. We could park the car here, and we could park the car here. My mom drove me here. I don't do much driving anymore. We could park the car here, right? And then sit like right here with the rocking chair. And I can use one of my walker or Josh's walker to put the stand on. And you would have a whole different look, a different view standing here. Or even if this was open, if this was an open space, it wasn't when we first got here. So I think I would have done that. You know, you're sitting here. So This is a whole different space too to be able to sit the chair and there's a nice rock too as well, but then you're kind of sunken in the mud. But anyway, put a thing here and sit. Look at that behind us. That beautiful? So, and I mean, just turning from here to here is a whole different view. And then if you're sitting here, it's a whole different view. And it's just like you can sit in this one park and literally have, multiple views, different backgrounds when we do it. So if we do a couple of these rockin' crocheting traveling ones, we're going to take you to different places. But we could go back to Charles Mills Lake a couple times, multiple times, and we're having different views because it's not a very big park. If you can see, that's where you come in this side alone, this part. I mean, there's another part of Charles Mills Lake, but this part is just this little part right in here. That's it. That's all that's here. It's not a huge place. Um, Give me a minute. Yep. So we could bring the rocking chair and stuff and sit. I was all the way over there, right? So we could sit. I can't sit there right now, but I mean, I could even sit right there. There's Mama. Sit right there and point you to this way. And here's another one we can sit at. Um, this is a little deck here. Hi, Team Chief. Welcome on in. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat. People to connect with your channel. We've just been out here enjoying Charles Mills Lake. We're going to start taking our rocking chair, our crochet hook, going to different places around the area and sitting and crocheting and showing you all around. Now I can't go on that deck. You'll see why. So I mean, I could have sat here today and like I could use Josh's walker or mine. I could have sat here and let you see that way. So, or sat there and let you see there. I mean, there's so many views, you know, with this place. Um, Now I can't go on this thing. You'll see why. The water's a little high. I'm not going. I'm not taking a swim today, guys. I'll take you over there in a minute. Yep. There's a little problem here. Hi, Snap. Back. You guys can put a hashtag blessed in the chat. People to connect per channel. I don't think I can get in there. I'm not going there. I get very wet. So anyway, we'll go over here so you guys can see. And then, but I could have sat there too. There is, I mean, it's not a very big park. But see, I mean, I could have sat here and had you look out this way too. I mean, There are so many places in this one place that we could sit. And I could have put it, I mean, like I said, there's just so many places. So we'll come back to this location again. Because there's other options for little areas to which we could sit. I don't think I'm sitting by the outhouses though, right? They do have outhouses here if you do come. I'm not going over there. How they got there. They probably hopped, but this girl ain't hopping. Sorry, I'm not doing it because that one's flooded too on the bottom. Oh, there's a geese. I mean, I could have sat here too. So there's so many places to sit, and I don't think I'd sit here because people put their boats on the ramp. I could sit here though if I wanted to. Right? There's just so many places to sit. But I don't know if y'all can see over there, but it's flooded. I don't know how they got up there. Must have just walked through it. Right? But anyway, they have all these little islands over here, but again, um, but there's a lot of little places to to you know to be able to sit, and you guys have different views every time we sit someplace. So we'll be back here definitely again. I want to really encourage people to, and we seem to be getting really good reception. I get 5G reception here. I want to encourage people this. I know what it's like to hurt, guys. I hurt every day. This sciatica has been a whole different mother to me, and I'm just trying to get through each day. But I want to encourage you, if you're dealing with chronic pain, and sometimes you can't go out, sometimes you can't do things. I get it. I understand it. Walking is painful, very, very painful for me right now. But when life is chaotic, coming out to a place like this, sitting with a book, coloring book, crochet, knitting, turning on something, turning on a podcast, doing something, or just listening to the birds and the geese and all that kind of stuff, it does something to your mental. It does something to you mentally. Does it stop the pain? No. But it changes for that time period, whatever it is. Maybe it's like 2 hours. We've been at this for almost an hour and 38 minutes. 2 hours, you're in a different headspace. And sometimes you need to do that. Sometimes it's absolutely necessary to take a break. I've been watching the A-Team a lot. And Josh likes to watch his shows. We watch some shows together. But a lot of times I'm in my room. And lately I've been in my room on my bed because it's the only comfortable position it is. Do what you can. Invest. Josh spent $60 on this rocking chair at Sam's Club. It was a great investment because it's a comfortable place to sit. Go find some place. And we don't have we don't live in Florida where 365 days a year, this is pretty good weather, right? We only have from now until it starts to get fall. And I'm telling you, this will be beautiful in fall. But how do you like it so far, guys? We're doing this chat crochet. There's somebody out there on a boat. I don't know if you can see it. Chat, crochet, and travel. I don't know if you can see it all the way out there, but there's somebody on a fishing boat, right? I think it's nice. I think it's lovely. And it works. And I'm trying to just walk a little bit, but they did give me some additional medicine, but I don't have the $18 right now. Money's a little on the tighter side. I just have to wait. Try to help die this down because I'm over it. I think it's my new life, but I don't have to like it. Anyway, we get back to my seat over there, and I'm going to bid you all great good night back home. Had my mental reset. This was wonderful today. Totally enjoyed this. And I thank Mama for taking me out and sitting in the car. Hopefully, she's enjoyed this too. Huh? She says she has. Gotta watch the sticks. I don't need to follow on them. Oh, I gotta go sit down, guys. Give me a minute before I turn the camera around. Oh, I'm over the sciatica. Oh, it's not a fun experience right now going on with it. Oh, I gotta sit down on the bench. Oh, oh, oh. Phew. So anyway, y'all, we're gonna head home. It is a beautiful day. I'm glad you all did this. I hope that you all enjoyed this. And anybody that can back and watch our content right now, we'd appreciate it so we can get back to monetization. We will get back to that, but we will get back to it as a community. And hopefully we can do more of these. Come back here. There's another part of Charles Mills Lake. We'll try to go down in the Amish country if we can sit someplace where you see the Amish buggies go by. I know y'all would enjoy that. And we'll just start taking the rocking chair. Why not? And the crochet hook. And there are going to be times that I just have to go back, down by my house, which is still the fountain's there. Everybody loves it. It's a beautiful view. And sometimes the sunsets are spectacular. We'll go to Mount G's one day, and there's probably about 5 or 6 locations I could sit in, and you guys are going to get different views every time. So we'll just start doing this what gas can afford. Because gas is expensive right now, but we'll do our best. But with that being said, guys, I love y'all. Have a great day. Remember to be proud of being you, because everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. We have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a wonderful day. Go out, sit in nature for a little bit, get your mind reset a little bit, and enjoy it. Take your crochet hook, take your knitting needle, take your coloring book, take just yourself, and just get away from all the busyness of this world. And I'm telling you, sometimes it can work wonders. Doesn't fix everything, but it can certainly help. This was really nice, and I'm glad I could do it with friends. So hopefully next time we do this, you'll come join us anytime that we do this. You're always welcome, guys, to come in and connect and grow so that we can all grow together because community, we have the best here on YouTube as far as I'm concerned. Love y'all. Have a great night. Bye bye, everyone, and see you on the next one.